Hi folks, it's Evo here from Thundermist Lure Company, and welcome to today's special edition of Thundermist Fishing Tips. Special because, as you know folks, since 2006, every Tuesday we've been posting a video and sharing some good times on the water with you. And today folks, Tuesday happens to fall on Christmas Day. And one of the beauties of being on YouTube is I get an opportunity to connect with you no matter where you are, no matter what city you live in, what country you're from. I'm able to connect with you, and it makes me very, very happy because today, folks, I'd like to wish you a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday, or a joyous festive season. And it's my pleasure to do that today. And as a result today, folks, we're gonna try to catch ourselves a Christmas fish. And I'm boatless, and I'm almost with the boatless angler. He's not with us today, but he said, take my fishing rod because it's a little longer than yours and you can get longer casts. And that's what we need today, folks. We need longer casts. So he gave me his 8.5 foot rod. This is Antonio's rig. So he's with me here today in spirit. I'm gonna launch it out as far as I possibly can. And what I'm gonna do today, folks, you know, you've seen me bottom bounce for trout a lot. Well, I am gonna bottom bounce today, and there's a chance I can get trout, but what I'm using instead of row bags or beads like I'm normally doing for trout, I'm bottom bouncing with artificial plastic. And I've got a thumpertail shad on there, a plastic shad, and what I'm gonna do is just work it in the current here and just bottom bounce that shad along the bottom, let that sinker tumble along, and that shad is gonna look like, as it's bouncing along through the current there, it's going to look like an injured bait fish making its way, getting stuck in the current, and hopefully trigger a bite from either a walleye or a trout. Now there's rainbows, there's also lake trout, so you never know what you're going to catch. And I'm just going to work this little section here, bottom bounce it along, and when I get to the end of the drift, which is right about there, I'm just going to bring it in and cast it back out again. So that's going to be the approach today, folks. And I'm hoping to get into a fish or two. Now the whole key with this rig that you can see here, I've got a T-turn on. Launch that out there. Okay, I've got myself a small size T-turn, and that's the key to this rig, folks, bottom bouncing in this current. That T-turn, the Thundermist T-turn, is black in color. It's got black nickel coating and black beads, so very, very low profile in the water, less visibility to fish, and that's very, very important. The other thing with the T-turn, no line twist, no tangles. It swivels, the middle swivels around, allows my bait to work freely, and because it swivels in all three directions, no line twist, no tangles. So that's definitely the big key there. The other thing is, I'm running down about a foot and a half to a sinker, and I'm running about a 3/4 ounce, 1 ounce sinker, and I only have a very short line to my hook, and I've got a single hook on there with my thumpertail shad. And so what I'm going to call this rig, it's a bottom bounce rig, but it's also in essence a drop shot rig. I'm going to call it an elongated drop shot rig. Elongated because the hook is not right on the line. The hook is dangling a few inches away from my T-turn, so that's why I'm going to call it an elongated drop shot rig. And I'm hoping, folks, that today I can get myself into a bonus fish or two. So I'm so glad you could join me, folks. Stay tuned. There we go. There's a nice hit, folks. There's a beautiful hit. I have no idea if we got a walleye or a trout on here, folks. But it looks like Antonio's rod has brought me luck. The boatless angler fishing rod and the boatless angler luck. Feels like a decent fish, folks. Oh boy. Okay, see if I can. I did bring a net. If I can bring him in close enough here. Oh, it's a nice walleye, folks. Yep. That is a nice walleye. Right there. Yes. That's beautiful. Okay, we loosen up here. Uh-oh, I'm gonna lose him. Gonna lose him. There we go. Oh, that's a bonus fish right there, folks. Okay, let me get, I gotta get my pliers and try to keep my hands as dry as I can. We'll get them right off the line. Now, there we go, folks. Wasn't that nice? Right there. Now, that was worth getting up this morning for and coming out in the cold. That's a beautiful, beautiful Niagara River walleye right there. And he's gonna make for a really, really nice dinner. Look at that, beautiful. That's a perfect eating size right there, folks. Boy, I'm ever glad I came out today. Oh no, he went in the rock. Oh, I got a fish, folks, and he just went into the rocks. And I got him out. There's a bonus right there. Oh my, nice little hit just as that bait was tumbling along the bottom. Yes. And the reason for the long rod, folks, the longer the rod, the longer the cast. That's why Antonio said, take my rod, because you'll be able to get out a little bit further with that 8.5 foot rod. A little bit further distance gives you a little more opportunity to work more water, get into deeper water, and catch more fish. And of course, I'm running the braided line, folks. I've got 10-pound braid, which is really, really thin. And then of course, a fluorocarbon leader. Yeah, I never run straight braid to my line, to my lure, or to my hook. Never, ever, ever. Okay. This feels like, oh, it looks like another nice walleye, folks. Looks like another nice walleye. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Maybe I could just grab him at this cold water. There we go. There we go. Oh boy, that's a nice bonus. Another nice walleye, folks. Look at that. Now I changed up with the hook, a bait. I changed my bait up because that last walleye mangled my other bait. So I put just a straight tail shad on there. And you can see the hook I'm using. It's just it's a 2/0 hook. And I just put the bait right on the hook. There's no weight on there at all. And it's producing some really nice fish today, folks. What a bonus this is. I think I just got my Christmas present today, folks. I'll tell you, I'm really, really happy with that. Can't ask for a better present than that right there, folks. And you know what, like I said earlier, I'm so glad to be tuned in with you. No matter where you are in the world, I'm so glad you've been able to tune in. I'm so glad that I'm able to reach out to you and wish you today a very, very Merry Christmas and Happy Holiday, wherever you may be. And if you get an opportunity, get out there and enjoy some of the great outdoors, have some great fishing, and by all means, you and your family, enjoy your holidays. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, good luck and good fishing. That's a nice chunky walleye right there.